Welcome to the Lifesaving 2021 orientation exercise. In this video, we're going to give you a detailed view of what Lifesaving 2021 will be like. To get into Lifesaving Training 2021, you must be 15 years or older. This is the international age requirement for becoming a lifeguard. You must complete the online registration form. If you have not completed the form, you will not be allowed to do the training. You must be in good functioning health. Now, there are some persons who have certain illnesses like asthma and hypertension. It doesn't mean that it is impossible for you to do the course, but you may have to talk to your doctor about it and let them advise that it's okay. And of course, you may have to ensure that you work with your medication and you take it as you should. Of course, you need to be of a sound mind. You need to be able to swim 100 meters with any stroke or combination of strokes. And of course, demonstrate the basic ability to tread water, which is staying afloat for 30 to 45 seconds. The course instructors, of course, I will be your course instructor, Ezra Small, the president of the Life Saving Association and the chairman of the Certifications and Training Committee. Assisting will be Greg Vital, who's a life saving instructor and a Branch Cross candidate, also a first aid instructor. And of course, for your personal instructors, all of you are registered with some particular instructor, if not me or Greg, and these persons will come from across the island. As it pertains to how long the course will take for you starting a course, and lifeguarding training has different levels. You starting at the bottom, the bronze star level, and that will go for 1 month to 6 weeks. Then you move to the bronze medallion level, which will go also for a month to 6 weeks, taking us into the 8th to 12th week of training. And of course, the Bronze Cross Award, which is the bulk of the work, will take anywhere from 8 weeks to 2 months. That should give us about 4 months of training for you to get from where you are to Bronze Cross. The National Lifeguard course takes about 1 week, but we will be training from 8 to 5, except if certain persons prefer to stretch it out where we could do the national lifeguard training in 1 month. But most of the work in becoming a lifeguard is from Bronze Star to Bronze Cross. And of course, the national lifeguard level can be done in 1 week of compact training. The course time. Okay, so for this course, you will have 8 hours of standard first aid training, which may be divided between standard first aid and emergency first aid, which are different types of first aid procedures. We have CPR, which is for 8 hours, and CPR comes with a lot of practice because life saving is primarily CPR. We have swimming, which takes about 12 hours, but it is stretched out over the 4.5 month period. We have rescue practicals, which we have 12 hours allocated for that, where you'll actually be pulling people out of the water. Persons will be simulating drowning, and you will have to go get them, bring them out, and so on. We have 8 hours of first aid training, and of course, we have the theory online classes, which is 12 hours in all. And of course, that gives us a total of 60 hours of training. Evaluation for this course will evaluate you by recording your attendance, how much you participate, and participation is extremely important because you are being trained to go out there and mingle and talk to persons And if you cannot do that in a class of trainees, it won't be easy for you to go out there on a beach and take charge. We will have some level of continual assessment. We'll have a number of open book evaluations for the online classes. And of course, the final assessment, which will be practical first aid assessment and practical rescue assessment, will be at the beach. You need an overall 80% pass mark in order to pass this course. Qualifications and benefit comes from doing this course. If you complete Bronze Cross, you are allowed to work as a lifeguard in St. Lucia, but you need to have the supervision of a qualified lifeguard. Also, you are allowed to work as a lifeguard in most Caribbean countries, as most Caribbean countries allow persons to function as lifeguards simply by having a Bronze Cross certificate. And of course, they don't need a qualified lifeguard watching over them, as in the case of St. Lucia. If you complete Bronze Cross, you have accomplished the prerequisites to become a lifeguard or to enter on Lifesaving lifeguard training. And if you don't want to go up to becoming a lifeguard, and you have completed the Bronze Cross training, you could choose to be a swimming instructor or a life-saving instructor. When you have completed the lifeguarding course, National Lifeguard Award, you are recognized as a National Lifeguard internationally through the International Life-Saving Society. And of course, whether you complete Bronze Medallion, Bronze Cross, or National Lifeguard Awards, you get an open invitation to become a member of the St. Lucia Life Saving Association. You will receive two levels of certification. You have the local certificate, which comes about a month after you complete evaluation. And of course, the local certificate is from the St. Lucia Life Saving Association, and it is for immediate use in the local environment. Okay, your local certificate will come as a standard A4 certificate. However, if you choose to be part of the St. Lucia Life Saving Association, you get your membership ID card, which will come in the form of an ID card which you hang around your neck, which will allow you to enter into activities supervised or planned by the St. Lucia Life Saving Association. Your international certificate will come from the Canadian Life Saving Society, and it takes about 3 to 6 months to get here because it involves us preparing documents, sending them up to Canada after evaluation, and Canada now has to process, print, and send certificates down here. Of course, your international certification comes in the form of a standard certificate, but they also send a small ID size certificate which you can laminate as well if you desire to. The cost of your training will be divided into two different fees: money that has to be paid to the Life Saving Association and money that has to be paid directly to the instructor. So number one, you need to pay a registration fee and you need to register online. This registration fee will get you into the database and get your whole training package ready. We also have the cost of actual physical training, which is currently set by the instructor working with you or the instructor who recruited you. That money is paid directly to your instructor because this instructor knows how much time and effort he is putting into you, and of course how he arranges his classes. And of course, you then have the examination and certification fee, which is $45 to ensure that all your documents are processed, the necessary forms are filled and sent up to Canada, and your certificates are printed and sent back down to St. Lucia, and you have your local certificate, and it's a whole set of printing and printing as well as examination that is done with this $45. Of course, all your fees must be paid before certificates are issued. This is the end of our short cost orientation video. Thank you and have a good day.